This is a fan-based parody. Star Wars is owned by Disney. Please support the official release.
Last time on Weekend Star Warriors.
So, they can set traps. They might have done that in this case, and we just could be walking,
We've already walked into a trap. How else do you think Liliana and Shogo disappear?
That's true. That's a good point.
Have any of you heard of someone known as Dr. Death?
Sounds like a bad holodrama villain.
No, damn it.
He was a bounty I collected on. He shouldn't be alive.
Oh.
So he might be a zombie.
He might be our ex.
He's not my ex. I know all my ex.
Boba Fett resets his gun and says, "Tell you what, take me to him. I'll forget all of your bounties. Except for Liliana. I promised her mother I'd get her home safely."
Right.
Deal.
Okay.
Zyzzix holds out his paw.
Fett shakes it.
Let's go fight Dr. Death. What could go wrong?
Welcome to Weekend Star Warriors. They set a trap. How could they set a trap?
Check for traps.
Okay.
Oh great, you're here too. Don't like this Nazi.
She shot
Is
you
anyone
once,
else
she'll do
alive?
No, not alive.
McClaw, you want to smash you something?
Yeah.
Where would you like to aim?
His ugly mug.
Half of his face is gone.
What the what?
What is happening?
Their guts are hanging out behind them.
Lovely.
No, it's not.
Not on my dress and fur.
Yeah.
My
how's it
beautiful
feel,
new
huh?
dress.
How's it
Running away.
feel?
My beautiful new robe.
You continue on through the corridors and roll for perception.
I feel like it.
17.
You can roll for Boba.
11.
5.
Ping Pong, you hear something that you haven't heard since the day you first met Liliana. You hear the robotic movement of droids.
You know, when I was on that ship, there were these little things that like rolled around like robots or something. I think they're in there.
You mean droids?
I guess so. I don't know what you call them.
So, he's a zombie evil doctor who's got an army of both zombies and robots.
Sounds like that could be true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Accurate.
Cool.
And now you all hear several robotic legs walking towards you.
Move a little faster.
It's moving towards you from the direction that you need to go.
Okay.
Is there anywhere we can hide?
You could go back into one of the side rooms,
There's a
but
garbage chute to hop into, perchance.
no. One of the side rooms you could go into, but you'd have to roll to see whether or not you get a room that happens to have any zombies in them.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's
You guys want to do?
just make for the X as fast
Okay.
as possible, and we'll deal with whatever comes up on the way.
Boba Fett resets his gun for an
Don't
ion
like that plan,
burst.
McClaw?
Hey, whatever.
Do any of you have any EMPs?
Then.
Any what?
Imps.
EMPs.
Oh,
I
Grenades.
think I do, don't I? Let me check.
What is that?
An EMP.
we don't have any EMP grenades.
Maybe restraining bolts, the things you stick on them to make them stop moving. Ping Pong, you might have some.
You picked them up on our adventure together. I remember.
Oh, okay. How many do I have?
I think you have 3.
3?
3 or 4.
But we don't know how
Actually,
many
wait, no, she left them behind.
Oh, no. Yeah.
We'll just say that you picked up 2 along your way because you saw how useful they were.
Okay.
Because you're a smart little f***er.
Yeah, I got these 2 things. They can stop 2 droids. We can stop 2 droids. So.
The droids continue to march on, and they come into the light, and they are not droids. Their feet are droids.
Ooh.
And the tops are zombies.
Yes.
Abomination.
And
Stupid heads.
actually, some of them don't have heads.
Ew.
The top of their head has been removed,
Oh no, don't like that.
and
Oh god.
a droid brain has been situated in them.
Oh.
There are tubes coming out of their mouth,
Oh.
kind of a metal plate with tubes coming out and going into a large tank on their back, which seems to be steadily filling with black fluid.
Ugh.
How many?
There are 5 of them.
Oh. Excuse
And-
me, you're in our way.
Roll for initiative. Yes, Edgar, these are essentially servitors.
I know what there are. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm like, I know what this is.
Yes.
Natural 20.
I got a 4.
Is there plus agility?
Yeah.
20 as well.
Oh, then I got a 6.
Plus agility is 22.
22. Okay, so Zyzzix, go ahead and fire. Roll
Yes.
a d4.
That's a 2.
You fire.
Right.
And suddenly a blue globe of insubstantialness sprouts up around your target, and it bounces right off. Energy shields.
No. Ugh. Oh no. Okay.
Do I see this?
Yes.
That's great. That's awesome.
And the
Okay.
one that you shot, Zyzzix,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't get to shoot you yet, but, and yes, I said shoot, its head is a gun.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, its head is a gun. McClaw, your turn.
You just want to fly one ship into a black hole, and everyone has to fight you about it.
Well, we could have done it quietly, but something happened, you know? Somebody decided to shoot darts into lungs.
It was the little thing's idea.
Yeah,
I believe you, let her persuade you. Anyway,
I don't think damaging them will do anything, but
we'll find out.
McClaw,
I have my reach blade ready and drawing.
Go ahead.
I'm charging in as fast as I can and as hard as I can. 4.
okay, 4.
32 points of damage.
32 points of damage. The shield comes down completely, sparking. The droid zombie thing recoils somewhat, but another one steps in its way, and out of its hand springs a long blade.
Okay.
And it takes a swing at you. What is your melee defense?
Melee is a 6.
Okay. It slashes across your armor, shattering several of the bones, but doesn't actually pierce the skin. And it spins around, another blade comes out, and slashes at you again. It misses completely. You dodge or block. Next up,
Watch a samurai at work.
Fet's turn. Fet aims for the one Zyzzix just shot. Shoots it for 1 damage. He just grazes it.
Yeah.
was having an off day.
Right.
We'll just say that he forgot to turn it back to kill, and so it was on stun. So, let us roll to see if the stun actually takes effect. It does not. Okay, Ping Pong, you're up.
Alright, I guess all I can really do is shoot my blaster. I don't...
Roll 2d6s.
Okay. 1 and 1.
Oh no!
They both jam. Now it's the servitors' turns. There are 5 of them. One of them has attacked McClaw. The other is aiming its guns also at McClaw.
The biggest.
You're the party tank, you know. You're neither target.
Yeah, as a tank, I need you guys to be the support.
I'm trying.
Working on it.
Okay, he hits you for half damage on a 10. So you take 5 damage from a blaster bolt from his head.
Wow. Oh, good. Now I'm in lucky rage.
Now the others are all going to attack McClaw. Yeah, 2 melee and 1 more blaster. The melee crits, the blaster misses, and another melee misses. So 24 damage. A huge slash across your chest.
Are you conscious, McClaw?
Barely.
It is now Zyzzix's turn.
I mean, yeah. I see McClaw get cut down. I pull out my lightsaber and go after that one. I got a 5! I got a 5, I got a 5, I got a 5!
Let's see.
How much damage is that?
That would be a 13 times 2. So 26 damage.
On the one that attacked McClaw.
A shield springs up, only to be taken completely down and overloaded by the lightsaber. But
Right.
you don't do any actual damage to it, you just destroy its shield.
Can I attack again, or is that my whole turn?
That's your whole turn.
Okay, someone else kill this thing.
Okay, it's Boba's turn. He pulls out his flamethrower, thinks better of it, seeing that both of you are there. Okay, he crits. Okay, for 6 damage against the one that hit McClaw. Now it's actually starting to take damage. Ping Pong, your turn.
I'm going to use the force to heal McClaw.
Okay, roll a
That's a D12.
D12.
Right. 8. Do I add anything to that?
Willpower.
9.
McClaw, your wounds start to seal up. You regain 9 wound points.
That just barely got me at 12 out of 21.
Oh, okay.
You do it again in a bit.
Next up, the zombie cyborgs again.
Oh no. Does that make them zomborgs?
I suppose it does. So, the ones with guns are going to shoot at the rest of you, while the ones with swords, 2 of the ones with swords are attacking McClaw, 1 of the ones with swords is charging at you. So, the 2 with swords attacking McClaw, both of those hit, and do 22 damage
To whom?
to McClaw.
Oh no.
No.
Actually, wait. Zyzzix charged forward, so the one I said was charging at the others is going to attack him for 7 damage.
Ow! Is McClaw unconscious?
How many points of damage did I just take?
22.
22? Yeah, I'm out.
You're unconscious.
Oh dear.
It's even past my, what's it called? Whatever your constitution would be.
Next up, the 2 ones with guns on their heads. They're going to shoot at Boba Fett. He takes 8 damage. He's still up. He's doing alright. And then, the 2 that shot at Boba Fett, more guns sprout out of their arms.
I'm trying for TPK.
Alright.
Ping Pong, your turn.
I'm going to heal McClaw again. 10.
McClaw, you are awake. You're up at 5 wounds. And you can get a sneak attack with advantage against them because they think you're dead when your turn comes.
Alright.
Zyzzix, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the most injured one with my lightsaber.
Okay.
That's a 2, so I don't think that hits. Or does it?
13 damage.
Great! 13 damage to him.
You slash right through him, and he falls over, almost dead,
Great!
twitching, trying to get back up.
Can I do that thing where they, like, drive the lightsaber into him on the floor?
I'd say only if you got an advantage.
Well then never mind.
McClaw, go ahead.
Is there another one that has taken damage?
Yes, I think there's one of the bladed ones that's taken damage above you.
So I'm gonna attack that one.
You want to do a upwards thrust through its crotch, out his head?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 4. That would be 33 points of damage.
Okay. You stab through him, lifting him completely off the floor. Your blade comes out his head, and he is dead.
Oh my lord. Alright, 1 down, 5 to go.
That's 1 to draw.
4.
Technically 3, because yours is almost dead.
3.5 to go. Great. Who's next?
Boba Fett's turn. Let me say this. Crit. 20 damage. He takes one of the ones that's rushing, blasting its arm off and taking out its shield, but it's still coming at him. And Ping Pong, your turn.
I guess I'll heal McClaw again. 13.
McClaw, you're 13 plus whatever you had.
So I'm at 18. Trying to look better. A little
Now,
more lively.
and now it's the ones with guns' turn.
Oh jeez.
And because they've each got 3 guns, arm, and head, they each get 3 attacks. 3 of their attacks crit. For damage, on Boba Fett, they shoot him to hell, and Boba Fett is out of the fight.
Don't loot his body, guys.
How did that happen? How is he down and we're still...
Yeah.
Focused
I went down
fire.
too, guys.
But she healed you. You're fine-ish.
Only 6
3
damage.
of 4 turns, guys. Think about it.
So next up, it is Zyzzix's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna I can't heal, I don't think. So I guess I'm just gonna swing for one of the undamaged ones.
Okay.
That's a 5. You said that was 26 damage, right?
Yep. You lob the head off of one of the ones with swords.
Nice.
Now there's only one of them with swords on the ground twitching, and the 2 with guns. Each one has 3 guns.
Okay. As my bonus action, can I just like stomp on the one on the floor, try to finish it off?
You can roll with disadvantage.
That's a 2, and that's a 6. So 2.
Okay, you managed to finish it off.
Nice. All right. 2 left with 3 guns each.
But
Real big.
in its death spasms,
Oh no.
it stabs you through the foot for 6 damage.
Mother Criffer.
It's like hurt.
Okay,
I'm down to my strain, I think. Wait, no, I'm not.
McClaw, your turn. The gun ones are the only ones left.
Well, as long as they can't slash at me, I'm more of a threat to them than they are to me, I guess. Is it easy for them to shoot at me, like with their arms?
Yes, it would be.
Don't.
Can I get them from behind?
Yes.
I do that.
Alright, and
I rolled a 5.
you hack it to pieces. However, before it dies, its head turns around and, let's see, 14 damage to you.
I'm at 4.
Oh shit.
Alright.
Boba's down.
Boba's down.
So I'm gonna heal him.
It's actually the remaining one with the guns' turn. He switches his guns to a different setting and sprays all of you with, well, it's essentially Spider-Man web. Some kind of webbing that ties all of you up. You can roll for strength to try and break out of it.
Okay.
1.
22.
McClaw, you rip right out. Zyzzix?
Alright, just have 2. Oh, that's not bad. 12?
Nope.
Damn it.
McClaw, you've currently got only one servitor left,
Okay.
which has guns. Are you going to attack? Well, of course you are. Yeah, okay.
No, I'm just gonna let myself get webbed. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. Natural 6.
This one still has a shield. You tear the shield completely down and take off one of its arms.
Sweet.
It's going to do the spray again.
And I will do my check again.
I'd like to check too.
20.
5.
McClaw, you dodge the threads and grab them.
Ooh.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Do I have enough strength to pull him with that web so I can then just use it to bring my blade, bring it across, and then slice his head off?
Yes, you do.
Yes! Do I roll for damage?
No, you slice his head off.
Oh, okay.
And the head comes off, lands, bounces, and roll for
Still look at
perception.
the body, make sure that it doesn't head back.
You notice that the body is still moving, even though the head has
Okay.
come off, but you still have a hold of the webs.
Okay. Yank on it, see if I can tear the arm off.
Okay.
Do I roll the D6 or D20?
D20.
16.
He falls to the ground. He's unable to attack, but he's still alive.
Alright. I want to make it not alive.
Go ahead and stab it.
Stabby.
Damn it!
Okay, it's a critical.
It's dead.
Yay.
Bring everybody.
Okay.
The webs.
Ping pong. Maybe McClaw could use a little more healing. Yes?
Okay, that puts me at 10. No joke, John. You got me down to -10.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so what do you do now?
Go through the door, right?
No!
No?
We gotta heal Boba Fett too!
Oh,
I was waiting for one of you to notice.
8.
8. Okay, please start healing him.
Okay, he looks around. Where am I?
still on the ship with zombies and stuff.
I thought that was a dream.
No. Sorry, Sunshine.
What about the robot zombies?
Oh, they're dead. I killed them. See?
He looks up, he points.
Oh no.
There's another 10 coming towards you.
Oh, jeez.
Crap, we felt so badass, you guys.
But we were. We thought we would lose and we didn't.
That's true, but now there's 10, which means
Okay, you're captured. You are all strapped onto gurneys and wheeled into what looks like a large hospital room, very brightly lit.
great.
It's where the X has been leading you.
And
They take you there.
Yes.
And
Great, we just went through a Lovecraftian scenario. Now we're not strapped to a hospital bed.
I'm sure this
We're
can't possibly
lured
be
there by a map saying, meet me here. Okay.
Okay, here we
That's
are.
what's going on through McClaw's head right now.
No one had a better idea.
You look and you see a man in a lab coat who is smiling at you through an oddly warped face. His nose seems to be up and his eye is kind of like this, as if he was blasted in the face by a blaster, which is exactly what happened to him. Zyzzix and McClaw, you recognize this man. He has the death sentence on 12 systems. This is Boba Fett speaks up. Dr. Death, aka Pig Nose, aka Cornelius Evazan. The man with the death sentence on 12 systems, now 13. Didn't I collect on you already? A little indiscretion on my part, says Dr. Evazan. I was inspecting Mos Eisley for potential new test subjects for Project Blackwing. Perhaps I bragged a little bit too much, as I certainly caught your attention afterwards. The Empire may have paid you, but that was just so they could keep their secret that I was on their payroll out here. For those of you who haven't gotten it yet, this is the guy who challenges Luke in the original first movie.
Oh, yes.
Bastard.
The guy who gets his arm cut off, yes?
His partner does.
Ah, that's right.
You tested.
I see. In that case, I'll have to count on one of the other 12 systems to pay up. Ah, boba, Evazan chides. The bounty is for alive, not dead. Everyone wants the satisfaction of watching me die slowly and painfully. Too bad they've all missed it. It is now that he turns, and you see there's a similar contraption on his back that all of his decraniated zombie robots had. And roll for perception. Ping Pong with advantage.
18.
3.
Ping Pong, you notice that he's missing a foot.
Alright. Seems to be missing a foot, you guys.
Thanks for sharing with the class, Ping Pong. That's what a responsible team member does.
Ping Pong, you realize that it is the guy from the audio message.
Alright. Here's up.
Walking around with a peg leg?
Yeah, he's got a robot leg. Well, a robot peg leg, a very crappy one.
Peg leg.
Now, both McClaw and Zyzzix roll d20s.
18.
5.
Zyzzix, you start to hear something at the back of your mind. Something that sounds like...
Kill, consume, feed, spread.
Oh, no. I do not share with the class. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it means nothing.
Wait, he rolled low and he got that. I rolled high and I get nothing?
I probably rolled low on like a
Resistance.
save of some kind.
Ah, you're...
Actually, wait, I forgot. The zombie virus is actually stronger against Wookiees, so roll again, McClaw.
14.
You start to feel hungry. Very, very hungry.
Okay.
In notice of Ping Pong noticing his missing leg. Yes, I'm afraid every scientific discovery requires sacrifice. You would not believe the wealth of knowledge I attained from my first sacrifice. Did you know that with the proper amount of electrodes implanted in a person's brain, you can take complete control over their sense of direction?
Did not know that.
Of course, a dull throbbing pain eventually drove that weak little thing to suicide, but sacrifices must be made. The sacrifice of another patient's brain left me with the gift of a near-perfect body for a droid. Just make the proper connections, and you have a slave that never complains. A droid that never needs maintenance, other than the occasional feeding tube. You've seen how effective they are in person. I must admit, I'm quite surprised you managed to survive the first wave. I had to break out the big guns. Only the Emperor himself recognized my genius. Give me 3,000 sacrifices, and I can find the secret of immortality.
No?
I just never thought one of those sacrifices would be my own. I can hear it now. I know you've heard it too. Shistovin.
Oh.
Their call. The call to join their song.
Well, I haven't had a pack for a while. I'm used to it.
You know, through my research, I found something interesting. Apparently, increasing amounts of anger in a person speeds up the infection, particularly the types of anger used with techniques of the dark side of the Force, such as lightning. Wookiee, your species usually is a lot more susceptible to infection, but you seem to be oddly resilient. I wonder if it's a genetic predisposition tied to your speech impediment.
It's me. I don't even know myself.
So, any of you care to ask any questions about the virus from him?
I'm more thinking about how we can get out of here before it overtakes us.
Is there a cure?
Ah, a very good question, tiny little thing. It
That's
seems you
really-
are the brains of the operation.
And don't be jealous of my boogie.
Well, from what I can piece together from... He holds up a very old-looking book. Darth Scabrous' notes. It's an organism descended from a rare sentient orchid. This flower was born from the ground where a great and terrible demon was slain. Leave it to the Sith to speak in flowery language, pun intended. They really didn't have much on a cure. This Scabrous sacrificed his entire Sith Academy just to try and become immortal. His idea of a cure was eating the still-beating heart of a Jedi.
Oh.
It's, I know, very unpalatable. Again, pun intended. Something about good midichlorians and bad ones, but I'm a man of science. I don't believe in microscopic organisms that give people superpowers.
That's ridiculous.
Redonkulous.
But
Absolutely ridiculous.
I don't believe that this organism cannot be cured. After all, it can be killed. It has been killed before, or at least kept dormant. And if I've learned anything from all of my work, it's this. If you can kill something, you can also control it.
Yikes.
Clearly, the Force is the answer. With the scanners I've recovered from Mimban, I've found a unique signature in one of you. One that appears to completely repulse the organism. And it emanates from this little one here.
Me? Cool.
Does that mean you want to eat her still beating heart?
Oh, don't be so crass. I believe the heart was a metaphor. There seems to be something inside her channeling the Force.
Oh, she ate the thick crystal.
That's right.
I've forgotten all about that. No.
I didn't poop it out ages ago.
Apparently not.
It's still in your gut.
You too. You're
Now-
like embedded into your stomach wall or something.
Yeah. It fused to your stomach wall.
Now, if I can get this, I can make a cure. And all of us can walk along safely wherever we want to go. He snaps his fingers. One of the blade decraniated moves towards you, Ping Pong. Raises its blade and starts putting it near you.
No.
It is slowly inching towards you. And then its flesh starts to peel off. The metal falls apart. It looks, it reaches with its other hand. The same thing happens. Stop, you fool! Huh. It seems it repulses zombie flesh. Interesting.
Right? You can't touch her.
Perhaps. But I know someone who can. He presses a couple buttons, and a cryotube hisses open. Ah, good, my friend, you're awake. Don't worry, I'm not taking any of your blood this time. You see a sleepy-looking Aqualash, one of those guys that has huge tusks that look kind of like testicles on their mouths. This is the guy who got his arm cut off in the original Star Wars.
Oh, shit.
He currently has a robotic arm. He says something in a foreign language none of you understand, and Dr. Evazan says, "Trust me, as soon as you cut open this tiny creature's stomach and take out what you find within, I can cure myself and perhaps even regrow your arm."
What if we just give me like a laxative? Another option.
I'm afraid, young lady, time is of the essence.
Oh, don't you worry. It won't take long. I mean, in fact.
My scans indicate the stone is still within your stomach. And it is far too large to pass.
What if I throw it up? I ate it. What if I throw it up?
No, if it's staying in your stomach for weeks, I don't know if it'll be that easy.
Punda, get to it. The Aqualash.
You're much less to clean if I throw up.
The Aqualash walks towards you, takes a vibroblade with his good hand, and slowly
Oh god, I think I'm gonna throw up anyway.
it nears Ping Pong's flesh,
And then what?
and then
Thanks for listening to Weekend Star Warriors. I am your host and game master, John Ike. Star Wars was created by George Lucas and is owned by Disney. This game follows the basic rules of the Edge of the Empire role-playing game, and rulebooks are available for sale wherever books are still sold. The setting for this adventure was based on the novels Death Troopers and Red Harvest. Both were written by Joe Schreiber. If you wish to know more about the zombie plague I used in this campaign, I suggest reading both of these books. If you're a Darth Maul fan, I suggest reading Schreiber's other work, Maul Lockdown, in which Maul kills a Wampa with his bare hands. Liliana Emerald was played by Megan Cordero. You can follow her on Instagram at Maganda88. Zyzzix Math was played by Jeffrey Gardner. You can follow him on Instagram at Jeffa+. Ping Pong was played by Kat Johnston. You can follow her on Instagram at BirdieCat82. McClaw was played by Edgar Cuevas. There's no need to follow him. He's already following you. Sound effects from soundboard.com. Music by Megan Cordero. Special thanks to Mike Christensen and Nadisa Cuevas. Please like, subscribe, and review, and we will release the next episode in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening, and remember,
Kill, consume, feed, spread.
We're in a zombie ship!
We're in a zombie prison?
yes.
Ah!
What's a zombie?
Hey, how do you kill these things?
Cut their heads off!
Okay.
I'm pretending to know what I'm doing.
Why are we so bad at this?
You've got a lightsaber.
Well, apparently I'm no good with it. So, by the way, does anyone have any theories on why this is happening?
Zombies? It's probably a virus. That's
Can
what it
we do
usually
like a
is.
history
It's
check
named
or
after a
something?
beer.
Let's say that there's a pair of them and you slice off both heads with one swipe.
Out of the way.
That was really gross. Good job.
Great, we just went through a Lovecraftian scenario.
I feel like I'm being punished.
The sooner we throw this entire thing into a black hole, the better.
Yeah.